Hello guys, and welcome to your Europa League Roundup and your match preview of Everton versus Chelsea from Goodison Park on Sunday at 2:15 p.m. And I'm going to start with some Europa League sort of draw reaction, and I think, to be honest, Chelsea could not be luckier. We've got Slavia Prague away from home first, then at Stamford Bridge. Should be pretty simple, even though Slavia did beat Seville in the next round, in the last round rather, but I'll get onto that in a separate video nearer to the time. And then we played the winners of Eintracht Frankfurt's match. I forget who they're playing in the end, but I think it's Eintracht Frankfurt or Benfica. That's one, Eintracht and Benfica, which whilst I'd be a bit scared of Eintracht, I think we should be able to get through to the final pretty nicely. Arsenal, lol, against Napoli, and then the winners of Valencia and Villarreal in the semi-final, which I don't think will be an easy game either, particularly two legs against Valencia, who I had the privilege of seeing live at the Mestalla a few weeks ago in their cup semi-final. I'll try and put a video up of all the reaction and stuff. It was incredible. And I think the performance last night against Kiev was pretty good. I didn't see all of it, but I saw the goals. I thought Giroud played like a real marksman. Perfect hat-trick as well, so respect to him for that. Love the memes comparing him to Messi and Ronaldo, which were great. But yeah, no, nice easy win. Good to see Hudson-Odoi get on the score sheet yet again. He seems to be delivering when he's playing, but I've heard he was a little bit lazy, which isn't great. But regardless, we're through, we're safe, we made really good stuff, no fuss, and we're into the next game against Slavia Prague. But now on to our match preview of Everton against Chelsea. Everton, I've just looked up their form. They're really struggling at the moment. In their last 6 games in the Prem, they've lost 4 of them, winning 1 and drawing 1, of course, against Liverpool at Goodison Park a couple of weeks back. And I've had a thing against Marco Silva on this channel. I don't rate him, and I think Chelsea should be able to get past him, but we can never take Goodison Park for granted. You know, the years we've won at Goodison Park in recent years have been the years we've actually gone on to win the Premiership. I don't think we've won at Goodison Park in a non-title winning season since maybe 2012-13, definitely that at the latest, but maybe even earlier than that. And I think we should be able to get past them and stay in that race for top 4, particularly with Jorginho, Hazard, Conte all getting a good rest in midweek. So not Conte, but Jorginho and Hazard all getting good rests. Should mean that we have too much for them. I think my lineup would be Kepa in goal, Aspi, Luiz, Rudiger, Emerson. I would then put in midfield Kante, Jorginho, Barkley, Pedro, Hazard, Higuain. So I think it is pretty similar to last week, bar Barkley in for Kovacic. But I think the team will come back much stronger this time to stay in that top 4 race, which is great. Also, some context on European draws. I think Arsenal will have to play full strength against Napoli, which is perfect because they'll turn their attentions away from the Premiership. And obviously with Man United playing Barcelona in the Champions League, that's again perfect for us. And even again, Tottenham playing Manchester City is the dream, because all of those guys will, at least in the next round of Europe, have to put all their resources into those games. And with respect to Slavia Prague, I actually don't think we'll have to, which is nice. Obviously in the semis, if we make it, we'll have to reconsider, but I'm not going to go into that. I'd be too fast. But Chelsea, I think in Everton, we have to watch for 3 players. I think Idrissa Gueye is a fantastic centre midfield player. I put him as a transfer target last summer. I think he'd have been brilliant to be alongside Conte. He's a similar player in some ways, but a much better distributor, I'd argue, as well as Gylfi Sigurdsson, who on his day can be really quite good, and Richarlison, who has a history of missing against us, but I don't want to take him for granted. I think he's a good player, and I think we've got to definitely make sure he doesn't get too much space. Silva generally plays a 4-2-3-1. I'm not sure if we'll turn that into a 4-3-3 for Chelsea just because of our attacking prowess. I don't think he will. I don't think he's that tactically unpredictable. And I think assuming that we just play it careful, play it safe, we'll get past him. My prediction for Chelsea-Everton, probably 3-1 to the Blues. I think they'll score, but I think we will. I reckon Hazard will score one, Higuain might score a couple, and we'll be there. But honestly, last few days have been brilliant as a Chelsea fan. We've got a really nice ride to Europa final. We're playing an Everton team on terrible form at Goodison Park, who I back us to beat. And also we're looking like we're going to have a nice top four sort of run given the European status of the other teams. But we don't take things for granted, as I was saying, but all looking good. Let's get to the end of the season, make it into the Champions League, get top four, win Europa Cup, and hopefully we will be able to make reinforcements and build for a much more successful campaign next season with Maurizio still at the helm. So up the Chelsea, guys. Have a good weekend. Happy Friday. And let us beat Everton.